Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, and that's all I have to say. He's still a top 5 quarterback in this league, and there's nothing really anyone can do about it.
Everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now, if Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%. I swear we didn't script that.
All I could think of was Dame.
6-0. There could not be a better name.
Speaking of young guys, how about the goalie, Ottinger?
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening because this is why you shouldn't have given Zeke this contract. Just thought I'd point that out.
I feel like Luka will take that next step, and if he can get a 3 ball consistently around 35%, I feel like they could become a contender.
While with the Padres and Marlins, I think it's coming in the near future.
They're my pick to win the most rings in the 2020s.
I was shocked by Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, Montreal has one of the best goalies in the league with Carey Price.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions for October 31st. Austin, it actually happened. I didn't believe Jack Eichel would be traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. I thought it was just a daydream from the Vegas Golden Knights, but it actually happened. As it does fill center depth, but Jack Eichel was getting his neck surgery, so he's going to be out for a while. But you said February is when he'll probably come back?
Yeah, they don't expect him to be back for the Olympics, which means he'll be back afterwards. He'll miss less games because the Olympics is going to happen than he would in a normal season, but he's still going to miss a quality amount of games.
So he is on LTIR right now, correct?
He is.
Okay.
Correct.
And then Mark Stone is possibly going on the LTIR as well?
I believe so. I can't remember if it's him or Pacioretty.
Okay. Because we have talked about the LTIR, and with Eichel being out, conspiracy theory is maybe they wait, or Eichel has to take some more time and spend more time on the LTIR, and then playoffs happen, and then Eichel comes on when Mark Stone's back and Pacioretty, and then that's a very scary situation for the teams that face. I don't want to say it's similar to Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay had already won a cup, and Vegas has yet to win a cup. What do you have?
Let me also differentiate that up a little bit. Eichel has never played with these guys. That's a huge difference from what is happening. So I would be very shocked if that did occur. I'd be less surprised if it was Stone who stayed on longer, but Stone's not going to be out for as long. So they're definitely in a interesting dilemma when it comes to this because they need to decide on who and when to bring somebody back from the LTIR.
Let's shift.
Yeah, sure.
What were you going to say?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. I was going to shift to the Sabres, who have gotten off to a great start. And Eichel wasn't even playing for them. So they get Tuck, Krebs, and then a first and third round pick. So
no, first and second.
First and second? Okay.
Yeah, they send a third to Vegas.
Oh, okay, that's where it was.
So basically flip-flopping a third and a second and a third. So like in 2023, the Vegas will get a third from Buffalo, but Buffalo will get a second from Vegas. But in 2022, this upcoming season, unless the Vegas Golden Knights get a top 10 pick, they will get whatever it's called. They will get so if this year if Vegas gets a first gets a top 10 pick, Vegas keeps their first round pick, and the first round pick goes to next year.
Okay, so top 10 protected.
Yes.
Comparing it to the NBA.
Yeah.
But that's quite a return for a guy that wasn't even helping you with your hot start, and now you get two really good players.
Well, also a player who wasn't even healthy.
Yeah, it's true. And a guy that didn't want to be there. So that's interesting for the Sabres. Kind of waiting for the bottom to fall out, or maybe they're like the San Francisco Giants for this year in the MLB, where everyone thought they were going to do bad, even though San Francisco has better past than Buffalo
Yeah.
in recent years.
That's true, but I mean, they're getting rid of the distractions, so I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if they got on a hot start. They continue this hot start.
So now we've kind of covered the long-term situation for Vegas and how, right, in the long term, they're going to have to figure out what do they do with this money, because they're going to be over the cap with adding Jack Eichel. That's why it seemed to me like a daydream. But short term, what players can be on the ice and help you right now?
Yeah, that's definitely a big question for a lot of teams now. There's been a lot of injuries, a lot of players on LTIR, but especially for Vegas, a team that's trying to prove that they can win a cup. There's a lot of moves they're going to have to make in order to assure themselves a quality playoff spot. Because if they go in with a bad record, they're probably going to have a very hard road to the cup.
Yeah, it's very true. And Vegas was a team in 2018. That was their first year, correct?
Their first year was 17-18, yes.
17-18, okay. So we're at, because they made a promise that they would win a Stanley Cup in the first 6 years.
I thought it was 5.
It was 5. So
I thought it was 5. So 5 would be 22-23 would be their last. So this season and next season are their last 2 chances.
yeah, so
wait.
it's your 4th year.
No, yeah, this year's their 4th year. Yeah, because
Yeah.
17-18, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21. This is their 5th year.
It's their 5th year.
17-18, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21, 21-22.
Okay.
So this is their. That makes a lot of sense. 17-18, 18-19, 19-20, 20-21, 21-22. This is their 5th year. And it could have been 6.
Plus 5 equals 22. So that's easier.
Well, I mean, but it's 17-18 season. So the thing, and there's 21-22. So the thing to put the first number plus 5 equals the second number, I guess, which is it's a little confusing. But yeah, it's wow. I mean, if they promise that, which I believe it was either 5 or 6, we'll go with 6 to give them the benefit of the doubt. But that's still that's a tough promise to keep. You never know when you're going to win. As we saw with the Braves this year, you never know when you're going to win.
Never going to know. And they came so close in 2018, but I don't think there are only a few players left from that 2017 team.
Well, it's 2018. I call it 2018 because this is a 2022 season in my eyes. It's always the second year.
Okay.
So that one's the 17-18. I'm cool with that being called the 2018 season, but if you want to be specific, it's 17-18.
That Stanley Cup team, I think Pacioretty was not. Marchessault.
Yeah.
Was the player, and then
Riley Smith.
Why am I forgetting his name? Oh my gosh, didn't he have a brother on the Sharks? Or he came from the Sharks. Who am I thinking of?
Brother on the Sharks?
Didn't he have the same? Let me look this up. I'm gonna have to look up Vegas players.
I think on Carlson?
Yes, I'm thinking of.
But that's not his brother. Their last names, one has 2 S's, the other has 1.
Okay.
But yeah, William Carlson, Jonathan Marchessault, and Riley Smith. It's called the Misfit line because that's like they're all from the expansion draft. All 3 of those players.
Their most productive line in the playoffs in that.
Or in that season.
That season. So. And they've really shifted their identity from what they were in that season. So they kind of keep getting farther away from what gave them success.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's very interesting as they have placed this own pressure on themselves. So it will be interesting. And another thing that is interesting is stats so far in this season. What are some interesting stats, Austin?
So on an interesting stat is this is the 3rd time ever that Alex Ovechkin was the first player to 10 goals. So this is the first time a player has done that 3 times. So he's the first player to 10 goals this season. He also did it 2 times before. I think it was 17-18 and 13-14. But yeah, he was he's been scoring a lot lately, and it's pretty impressive from someone who's 36
Who?
or
Here's
37.
an improbable thing we did. Was it you that said something? Let me look this up. Ovechkin, or am I? Do you remember this? Let me look this up.
No, I don't. I
Oh,
don't
it's not
remember.
on here. I thought there was something to do with Ovechkin.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm just thinking of.
Are you talking about
Uh,
predictions?
Yeah, like he was gonna have like 40 goals or something.
Yeah, you
I
give me an
swear.
improbable stat, and I'll be looking through these pieces of paper and see if I
Okay,
have.
I'm looking. I'm looking at for improbable stats. I already mentioned one a long time ago. It was like when the Stars finally got an OT win against the Flames, I believe. But that is an interesting stat about Ovechkin, as he is just on a 1-year deal, I believe.
I don't
Or
think so.
I thought he was on a 1-year deal, but he is older. So, and the Capitals are kind of running out of time because that team is older. So,
Yeah, very much older.
Did you find it or not yet? Maybe I was
Not
just thinking of when he
not yet.
become the most scoring.
Yeah, he still has a long way to go to do that. Oh, I found it. No, I don't have one on OV.
Yeah, I must have been about like the scoring points for him.
I can't find it, but yeah.
I'm trying to see other stats. What do you have any other stats?
Yeah, I mean, there's also the fact that the Sharks and Blues last night, the Blues had 3 game tying goals, which ties their or which is second in franchise history. And last year against the Sharks in a road game again, they had 4 game tying goals. So it seems like they'd like to tie the game uh, against the Blues, or the Blues versus the Sharks, just like to uh,
Yeah.
tie up.
Yeah, it's interesting how hot of a start the Blues have gone on, as I didn't really see much from them. And Tarasenko is still playing for them because he's someone that's similar to Eichel, wanted out, but because of, I think Eichel was something with the neck injury and they wouldn't let him do it. And then Tarasenko, I think, wants shoulder surgery, or he had shoulder surgery. So those are some pretty interesting stats, Austin. What do you think about the Blues' hot start so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that surprising considering the fact that they did win a cup not too long ago. But Tarasenko getting off to this hot of a start is definitely surprising considering the fact that he wanted to be traded and has been injured for a long time. So yeah, it's definitely cool to see. But it is interesting that they, after so many years of being uh, complacent, they win a cup, and then the last 2 years they've been a first round exit, and this year they don't look like they're going to be.
Yep, we will see. So, any other thoughts before we end this episode?
No, nothing else.
Well, let us know what you think. We're just starting to get fully into the NHL season, so these episodes will start to get longer and longer. Make sure to check out our other opinions of the week, and thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.